Hi everyone, it's Elsie here with a hit kit layout, and I'm using the June 2020 kits. I was challenged to focus on two products for today's layout, and I chose the sequin mix in the embellishment kit as well as the vellum die cuts in the main kit. I want to say they're either in the main or the embellishment kit, and they're exclusive to hit kit. So I'm starting off with two cut files. Both of these are subscriber exclusive cut files, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, they just work really well together. So for this cloud one, I was inspired by the vellum die cuts and decided to back the clouds with some vellum and create a shaker pocket thing with the sequins. And I wanted to back the clouds with something, but I didn't want to just go with, like plain white paper or like, I don't know, a very subtle pattern paper. I wanted something that was kind of colourful but not too sort of in your face, because I knew the cut file rainbow was going to be sort of like the main sort of focus of this page. So yeah, the vellum does kind of dilutes the colour, and I'm being really picky, and rather than just like kind of dumping the sequins into the shaker pocket, I'm carefully placing them in there, because I'm not putting any foam in between the sort of two vellum layers. So they're not going to be too shakery. I've just invented that word, I think. So yeah, they're not going to move around too much, so I wanted to make sure that the sequins were kind of evenly spaced and the colours were all good and that. But actually I did get quite a bit of movement out of them. I just sealed the vellum papers together with some liquid adhesive, and I just let that dry. I was going to stitch over it, but as you can see, I'm stitching this cut file rainbow, or piercing the holes to stitch, and after I did this, I completely gave up on the idea of stitching the clouds. I was like done with stitching for that day. So, you just got the rainbows are stitched, but actually it kind of worked out for the best, because the clouds, they kind of ended up having a lot of things covering them, so yeah, I think it wouldn't have added much to the page. So I'm popping everything up with some foam dots. I think foam is just like a crafty must-have tool. Especially when you've got this fresh air title. It's obviously white and my background's white, so to have that like kind of tone on tone thing with white, you kind of need to make it stand out a bit more, and like kind of the shadows that foam creates is a really good way of doing that. So I'm adding all of these sort of house die cuts, which are they're a combination of hip kit exclusive ones as well as the Pink Fresh Let's Stay Home ones, and yeah, they obviously match the colours of the rainbow really well, because obviously the papers are from the papers match. I just really like the colour scheme of this page. It's slightly different, but yeah, it's kind of like an alternative rainbow, but I really like how it looks. And I'm adding two little photos that are black and white as well to help them make them stand out. And yeah, I'm just nestling a load of these house die cuts sort of on top of the clouds, making them look like, the ground, like the clouds are the ground, basically. I'm adding some of the vellum and die cut clouds that are hip kit exclusives again. They're really lovely, and I love how they're kind of they're so mini, so they're kind of subtle and they don't take away from too much. So yeah, I'm just making sure that there's a good balance of colour, and the vellum embellishments came in really handy in this instance because I obviously wanted to add more and more and more, but I don't want it to look really busy, this page. So the vellums kind of adds that nice kind of subtle texture, yeah, and just adds a nice little pop of colour without it being too in your face. So yeah, this layout came together pretty quickly, I have to say. Especially, well, actually it didn't, because the stitching took forever, but in terms of the assembly part, that came together really easily. I think because the cut files work so well together, and they're quite large, so they take up most of the page. It's kind of a really nice design, I think. Yeah, had a lot of fun. Sort of had an afternoon just, you know, watching a couple things and doing this, so it was really nice. And yeah, I'm nearing the end now, I think. Yeah, again, I was just being really fussy and trying to get a good balance of colour and that, and I didn't want everything to be too sort of splayed out. Like, you can see the houses that I put sort of at the ends of the rainbow. I felt like, I think I ended up keeping the peachy one, but the blue one I ended up getting rid of because I just felt like it was just too much. Although this layout is basically the epitome of too much. I have like stitching, a rainbow, glittery things, shakery things, you know. But I think it worked all right. And I'm adding one of those pink fresh fabric bows at the top, and that finished my page. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you're inspired to create a page that's just full of everything, but especially create your own little shaker pockets using the exclusive sequin mix. Yeah, I think that's my favourite part of this page. So yeah, I hope you're all well and safe and everything's going good in your neck of the woods. And yeah, keep scrapping, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.